What's up, fam? My CB people. Well, you know I'm back at it again. So I just so happen to be going through Texas, and I know I done heard who the big man is in the big star state, and you know they do it big in Texas now. You know, since I'm gonna start doing these little interviews, then ain't no sense of starting at the bottom. I went all the way to the top. Cause if you go do it like the boys say in Texas, you might as well do it big then. So I'm here with my man. I just came to put a handshake on him today since I'm passing through, and I want to ask him a few questions about this CB thing, because I know he experienced. I don't know how long he been around. I'm gonna find out from him though. But I done watched him throw down. I done seen his work, and he do it big for sure. I'm gonna let him tell you, Mr. 955 himself. What's up, bro?
How's it going?
Man, it's all good, man. Tell us, man. Tell me something. How long you been around the CB? Because I don't know.
Actually, since I was a kid, a lot of people. My story probably a little bit interesting, but my parents met on the radio. Actually,
Really?
My grandfather's house, which is right here on Delmar, which is 3 blocks down the road, his tower's still up in the air.
Really?
And yeah, my grandfather, he's passed away now. My mom's passed away. All my parents have passed away now. But they, that's how they met. Was on the radio. My grandfather was a water well man. He owned a water well company.
Yeah.
And my mom was a coal miner's daughter. And you know, they talked on the radio. They didn't have phones back in the day. So.
Hey, a lot of people did. And look, so when I seen you, my first time meeting you was in Carolina. So when I seen you over there, man, I'm thinking, oh man, you know, I don't know the history. I'm thinking, oh, this dude fresh. He done went and bought a truck. He don't know nothing. I didn't know, man, you running AC, DC. Man, you got more history on the radio than me and my dad combined. Because I started with my dad. He was a truck driver when I was little, and then I got away from it. But just watching you do your thing with the truck, man. Then you had it clean with them Texas edition wheels on it. I said, oh yeah, I like his style, man.
Yeah, and that's a thing, man. You know, and I've seen a lot of jabs thrown on clean mobiles, man. Yeah, I don't like that. You know what I mean? Because there was a big controversy on you know, other platforms out there with interviews and stuff, and there was a lot of jabs thrown on people that got clean rides.
Right.
I take offense to that because even when I shoot in Augusta, which for anybody that will be in Augusta, Georgia.
You heard it. You heard it first. If you look at, there he is. He done said it out his own mouth. It ain't either one with no rhetoric. So don't put it on me.
That's it. But they, you know, I got a lot of ridicule like that when I keyed in South Carolina. You know, everybody, oh, this looks good, this and that. But that's fine. And the same thing, you know, that goes a lot. I've heard even about you because your stuff's clean.
Yeah.
Same thing I've heard against bad attitude.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You know, because they out there polishing their shit when they get. Yeah. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
They got pride in their stuff.
Right.
And it's theirs. It's theirs to do so with.
So with the you know, with coming out of keying, I think other than the guy from Dave made, you probably one of the newest additions that came out in key since I've been keying.
Right.
You know, what you think, because Rockman, guy over on the East Coast, I don't know if you know Rockman, he asked me, man, how do you stay motivated? Because a lot of people saying, oh, CB died out, but I have so much fun doing CB, and being that you jumped out there and tried it, what you think about the keydown side of it? I mean, tell me a little bit about your experience with that when you came out this time.
Man, I guess the hook for me, because I'd never, until I went and I keyed in South Carolina. Mm-hmm. South Carolina was the first break I've ever been to.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I ever keyed, which was, I mean, I did a lot of things really quick. You know, I built the big base station here in Texas the same year. I built an AC Suburban, keyed the same year.
Yeah. You
know, I had a lot of firsts. Man, mainly it was a community of people. You yourself, you know, right. When I met you, you know, like I told you, I said, shit, I didn't have a chance. Just come on and whoop my ass real quick.
Let's get it over with,
That's it, I did. I remember I told you, let's get it over with.
Let's jump in here, let's get it over with, man.
And it was really, I come from a lot of drag racing and stuff like that, performance stuff. So to me, driving Suburbans around, you know what I mean, almost being like in the pits of a racetrack.
Yeah. Yeah. Get that same rush.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was, and at the end of the day, no matter what happened, everybody still was, the unity was still there, man.
Yeah, cool. Ready to go back, listen to the gates, get something to eat, tired, wore out. Almost like you've been mud riding or something, man. You get that same, well, I don't know for everybody, but I get that same rush. And when I seen you had put so much in it, and then you came back, it wasn't no easy ride back. So you look at, you had to come all the way from Texas. You had to get the Mobile together. Like, you really had to have a rush for that thing, man. Motivated to be coming like that.
And I had to have a lot of push, man, because when we got up there, we had a lot of obstacles. We had the truck keyed here. The truck made almost 32,000 when we left Texas.
Yeah.
We get up there and, you know, I ain't gonna name no names, but you know, we're supposed to touch the truck up, and you know, and then it didn't get touched up; it got fucked up.
Always something, huh?
Yeah. So, we had a couple bird meters go down, and before you knew it, the amplifier's out of tune.
Yeah.
I did my best, and but I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed, Bullet actually helped me set the truck up, Bullet Bob.
Yeah. And see, when it goes like that, though, for me, when it's a bad day, I can't wait to get another shot.
Yeah.
Like, I know it was a bad day. I know I got something more to offer, so I'm not discouraged by that. Well, I'm waiting to get another shot.
Exactly. Well, there was a lot of people, like, when I came back, they're like, oh, he's done. He ain't going to, he's not going to key again, That was too rough.
Yeah. Hold up, let me stop you for a second. When you said he done it, you just made me remember something. Had a guy on the East Coast over there when I lost in New Orleans last year. That's what he called me on the phone. He said, man, he won. I think it's over for you, man. You done, man. You done lost down there, man. You ain't win no classes. I think your reign is up, man. You done. So, I'm knowing I got another vehicle over here. I got projects I'm working on. So in my mind, I told him, I said, you think so? I said, for one loss, you think I'm done? And then I come right back and sweep the Carolinas, then go win again in New Orleans the next year. Sweep the Carolinas and go back to New Orleans. So, people, man, they so quick to write you off, man. But, I guess.
Right. And a lot of that, like what you're saying, a lot of these people ain't even keying. They're not even.
You're right.
And a lot of cheerleaders, really.
Right,
I mean, they got a buddy that's in there, so on. But the biggest thing is I'm trying to do my part and keep the hobby alive.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I don't, and like I try to tell a lot of these older cats, man, some of these guys got to lay off the younger generation, man. They are almost trying to make it fearful for what we do. They're trying to, some people are trying to get interested and want to be interested.
They do.
But there's a lot of hate.
Yeah, they'll scare you out too. A lot of them tell you, man, they cheating out there. Man, they gonna cheat you. They gonna do this.
Right.
Man, you've been out there. You seen we show everything we can possibly show. Like, for a guy to cheat now, he got to be dang good because it's gonna happen at times. But now it's a scarcity to that.
I think it happened a lot back in the day. Because it was out of the gate. We got maybe 4 or 5 trucks per class.
Mm-hmm.
They probably had back in the day had 15, 20,
Right.
50 trucks, 60 trucks out there total with all the classes. We don't have that.
Yeah, I heard that.
But the biggest thing is I don't think we could make it back to that.
Right. No.
But I think that we should at least do our part to try to keep all of the just basically we all have to do our part.
Right.
What I mean? Like when I had problems, BA gave me time on the line, you know what I mean? I gave BA time on the line when I had belt problems, I think that there should be a certain, because I've been to a couple keydowns now after that where, guys are, don't give them no time, they're done. Why would you? Why do you want to take a win like that?
And look, they did the same way in DC. They did the same thing. Now, I give re-keys, but they got a lot of those guys still keying and a lot of guys that going by their rules that they set up.
Right.
A lot of those guys won't give re-keys. Now, the ones I give a re-key to, they appreciate it. They like that. You can see it ain't like they really want to keep it with no re-keys because they know they make mistakes too. But I never been the type of like, no, I'm going to take the win either way I can get it. they had a group of guys. I was keying somebody from their camp one time. The guy was willing to give a rekey because he kind of like me. His camp came over there and told him, don't give him no rekey. Now, it's nothing I can do if a guy don't want to give me a rekey. But one guy that knew me, he walked over and told me, he would have gave you a rekey, right? And it was about, I didn't even key. And it was about that. So at the end of the day, man, if guys would stop, like, I don't know, want to get it by any means necessary and put the fun back in it and be competitive, because if you get a win off a mishap, then you saying you want, I mean, that's not competitive. That ain't nothing to be proud of. No, it's nothing to be proud of. You just got a technical win something, so you gonna boast about that? Like, where's the competitive nature at, I guess in those classes where they got a money pot, guys putting the money over actually want to see, and then they say, okay, well, I'm gonna take the money pot and then just go on the beach. Well, key you on a grudge. Well, I don't even want to grudge you. I mean, we competing for this. How I know on a grudge match with me, I wouldn't even turn my truck up. But why would I waste the time, blowing up something in this to do what? When you could have just gave me a rekey when we was on the line, especially when you can prove it. So if people would be more, have more sportsmanship about it, I think more people get into it.
Well, like you said, there's a big difference. I think that a lot of people need to understand between sportsmanship and animosity between other people out there.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, because you've got some guys that they run with a camp, and they could look at this guy, they don't even know this dude's name other than what they hear from somebody, but they don't like him. Right. And there's no, you know what I mean? You have to.
Don't even have no reason to.
No.
Just stuff they heard and don't know if it's true. You got guys, they post stuff like they just did it. They post some stuff about the New Orleans break.
Right.
It's not true. They wasn't at the break, but they got my phone number. But instead of calling it what they call fact checking when Trump was in, they fact check everything for Trump and Trump people, but then when it comes down time for me, nobody called me to fact check no information. No. They just posted it. You know what I did? I let them post it too. I'll just tell you like this: a lot of that stuff you see be fake news.
Exactly.
They didn't call it fact checking, but
exactly. I mean, if there would be more people that would be not necessarily honest, but like you said, like sportsmanship, because in sportsmanship and any other sport, also sportsmanship comes down with helping other people.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when we're out there, you don't hardly see any guys helping any other guys because they don't trust them.
Yeah, that's true. Because I got
what I mean.
That I know, man. They'll tell my information to get information.
Yeah.
And just for no reason, like
there's no reason. They don't even. Some of these people don't even key. They ain't even.
No, they'll just start spreading it.
They just know that they can get close to you.
Yeah, so people can know that they talk to you to make themselves seem bigger than what they are, and this type of stuff. And at the end of the day, everybody got excuses. Everybody want to do it, and that's why I wanted to stop and talk to you, because what you did, a lot of people talk about doing it for years and never make it out. But big shout out to 1-800 out the Bayou, because he said for years that I didn't think he was gonna ever put a truck together and show up, and at the last minute he put an antenna system and showed up in New Orleans, and I was glad to see him out there. He keyed 2 classes, but a lot of people, man, say they gonna come out there, build a truck, do this, and never make it. But dang, man, you made your mind up, and boom, you was there, not just keying DC, AC2, ready to fight with a whole team.
Yeah.
And you had to travel dang near cross country. Yeah. But that's what it probably takes for some people.
You absolutely right. And it'll come out, I'm sure, and there'll actually be some posters out pretty soon. Like on the break that's going to be here in Texas. A lot of East Coast, a lot of even guys. I had 5 people already get a hold of Youngblood.
Right.
From New Orleans, say it's too far.
Yeah.
We don't want to drive there.
Yeah.
My first Keydown ever, I drove over 18 hours. Yeah. To South Carolina.
Way over there.
You know what I mean? But I can do it. But but it's too far for y'all.
Yeah.
It's not enough for y'all. Well, how easy do you want it to still be made? You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially
if the guys that are keying out of New Orleans and keying out of the Bayou don't want to go out of the Bayou, then you don't want to compete.
Yeah, and then how you gonna keep it going? You know, how you expect people to throw breaks when you're not gonna show at the breaks because you're saying it's too far? It's not like we have breaks every weekend. I mean, you only have to make that trip once a year.
Correct.
And to the major break, or maybe twice. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, do you want to compete or you just want to make excuses?
And that's like this. This is the break that we're trying to put together. Is a lot of the breaks are just, you know, hospitality thing and you know, a meet and greet. I want to do that too, but I'm making it about a keydown. I want to try to gather as many trucks as I can. You know, guaranteed payouts. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to get you a trophy that's the size of a coffee cup.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's gonna be nice.
I want it. Yes,
something they can remember.
I want it to be something, you know, well worth it. And again, like you said, you know, we're in Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Oh yeah. Hey, look.
If I'm gonna throw it down, it's gonna be.
I'm gonna throw you out there because you know, they was about to throw a break over there. And man, everybody ready to get to the hog yard because it's Reject, T-Bird over there, the big name like that. But guess what though? You'll be surprised because it's you, the big man down south. I'm talking about the one dang near crushing the whole southeast corner. You'll be surprised. The break will actually turn out nice just because, you know, you got them boys on the chopping block right now on the south, man. If they was to have a dang thing, well, what that is they doing about the they trying to give out a trophy to each region.
Yeah.
For that, man, you know, you got Machete down there that's gonna give you, you know, a run for your money. And shoot, man, other than Machete down there, man, no, that's not Machete. Swampweed. In Florida, that's Swampweed, right?
Yeah,
you still in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Swampweed, he might give you a run for your money, but other than that, man, everything else gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, I had a lot of guys. The last time I was out there a week ago, something like that, and I had a lot of the guys. I had a swamp dog, and you know, big bad dog. A lot of the guys out of the Bayou.
Oh yeah.
They tried to get in there and mix with me and tell 955 he ain't getting over this mall. And
right.
You know, he was trying like hell, but he wasn't doing it. You know what I mean? You could hear him in Motor Mount's video gate. He could hear him.
Right.
Obama was in there. You know, all them guys were trying. They tried their best, but they didn't.
Look, I tell you what, I'm not an AC guy, and I'm not a base station guy. But I can look at equipment and tell if this gonna be doing something or not.
Right.
I mean, I can tell by the equipment around this place, man, it's gonna be hard. And you know, it don't take a rocket science to figure it out. 2 + 2 is 4. Like I went to Bullet Bob shop. I was out in California, man. I stopped at Bullet, and I was so impressed, man. And once I got back, Bullet had been down, and you know, I hear people talking noises, and I really didn't know Bullet Bob could get down like he was capable of, but he had to have some stuff done. Man, once Bullet got halfway up, he went to locking down things over there. I'm like, dang! But once I saw it, I knew it could be done.
But you understand why? That's what, and that's the thing. Like as far as base stations, like you said, mobiles, and you can see equipment. And there's a lot of cats that have been able to come to Texas and go out to my station. There's because you know, there's guys in Houston, even guys down in the Bayou say that when I'm keying, they hear me.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be in backscatter or
right.
ground wave. Almost any given night, if the conditions are good, I can ground wave into the Bayou.
Right.
And you know, all the guys in Houston, if I'm ground waving at night, the guys in Houston, man, we hear you, you know, 2 hours, you know, from Victoria to Houston is 2 hours. Yeah. You know, that we hear you 2 hours away, you know, 9, 10 dB, you know what I mean?
Right.
And they're like, well, how the hell you do this?
Right.
And when they come down and, you know what I mean, they look up at that, look in the sky at that big ass antenna, and they go in there in my amplifier room, you know what I mean? They see amplifiers as tall as, you know.
Eyes get big.
Yeah.
Eyes get big. Like,
yeah, they're sitting there. Yeah, they sit there and they, you got to keep turning, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna throw some mess in the game. Like now, I know the feeling, cause that's how them guys be feeling when I bring my truck and they walk around and look at them antennas. Yeah. Some of them old school guys like, God dang, how that junk working, man? Them look like reflectors in the front. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing with them big old antennas up in the front. But I know the feeling. You watching their eyes, and you just and they watching your equipment, and you already know what they're thinking. God dang.
That's it.
And it's gonna be hard to beat this, man.
Man, that's exactly. I can't remember who was over here from Houston. A couple weeks, last week, I think, when I came back, I was in Mexico, and I came back, and my lady was in the truck, and they stopped by. I had to get them something from the station, and I said, you know what? Hold on real quick. And she was in the truck. She wasn't paying attention. I went over there and turned the beam, and I picked the tower up, just a motor drive tower, so it goes to the ground, and then I pick it up and it goes up. Yeah. And so I jump in there quick, flip the amplifiers on, and Motor Mouth was in there, and 300 and all those guys.
Yeah.
And I'm always known for just throwing a big dead key and then sitting there for a second, and I say something. I threw a dead key. I kind of looked around, did some meter watching, and I didn't say nothing. And Motor Mouth was like, I know that dead key. He said, y'all better step back, get back, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
And I keyed back up, and Swamp Dog was in there. Or she was, and he said, he said something, boom, clack. And I fucking keyed that thing.
Lights out.
Yeah, and I said, man, I hear them boys keying out of the bayou, and I hear them coming out behind me. Let them know that daddy's home. You know what I mean? And Motor Mouth keyed back. Yeah, he keyed back. He said, "You want to let them know that you just got back from Mexico and daddy's home."
Yeah. Shoot, you got to put a big daddy behind that daddy, because that daddy ain't no regular daddy. That's big daddy, man.
Yeah. And I love having fun like that, man.
Right.
And I even enjoy the mobiles, man. It's the going back into the mobile was more of a chance, because the Super Bowl is all about fighting and all of this stuff, and I understand what they do, but I like to enjoy my base station. I like to talk. I like to. I don't get in no rush.
Put it down and
QSO. And like I tell you, exactly. I like to have QSOs. Like I tell people, you'll never hear me repeat myself on the band.
Right.
You won't hear me tell you who it is over and over. You won't tell me, hey, I got your radio. I don't nothing.
Yeah, good smooth operator.
Because the confidence in my station is I know what it's doing. When I flip that switch, I know that the mall's down. I don't have to beg to be heard. I don't have to, can you hear me? No.
Yeah.
I'll put it where you can get it.
Yeah.
And that kind of, in the mobile, sometimes when you're not running a lot of power, you know what I mean? You got to have that, you got to be quick. You got to talk faster. You don't know. You got to get in where you can fit in the mobile. Yeah. And so kind of, some of it gives me a chance to be two different deals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get over here and I can butt duck it in the mobile.
Then come over here and say, okay, I'm going to make up for that over here. I'm going to get my confidence back up right here.
Exactly.
Yeah. But look, before we get off of here, I got one more thing I'm gonna throw out there. Do you want to give these guys a sneak peek? Well, not a sneak peek, but you want to kind of give them an idea of what they can expect over in Augusta coming up, because you mentioned you was going to Augusta.
Yeah, in Augusta, I'll let them know. I'll probably be running. I'll be on 7 supplies.
No, that's too much information.
Truck's gonna be set up an AC Skytrain.
No, God, no, that's too much information. I thought you were gonna tease them. Man, you were scared them. Don't do that.
But no, I'm not gonna be able to have that much together. I'll be on a single tube. But coming in, hopefully before the Carolinas, I'll be on a big pair.
Yeah. I know once I post this, there gonna be some guys waiting on you, because they probably gonna be licking their chops, man. Like, oh yeah, that's how you gonna do it. Oh yeah, you gonna have trucks. This how they did me now. You gonna have trucks ain't keyed 10 years. They gonna wipe the dust off them and bring them out there.
Good, though.
And guess what they trying to pull? They trying to pull your number because they feel like they can get a win. Yeah. But go on out there and do your thing, man.
That's it. And that's cool. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
If you got an old cat, he want to come pull your card.
Yeah.
That's cool. Because that's the thing. All the guys that have been sitting dormant, all the guys that are just laying low, they don't want to come out.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to rattle their cage. Get these trucks out of here.
Shake their cage a little bit.
That's it. I mean, the more we can get out there, damn well it's going to be the more fun that all of us going to have.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm going towards. I'm gonna try to key all the AC classes, and I'm going to be putting a DC Suburban together as well.
Right.
The middle of the summer.
Yeah.
But as far as AC stuff, to me that's the excitement, I guess. But what I want to try to see everybody do is try to push yourself. I mean,
yeah,
I'm doing my part.
Right. Everybody got to do theirs.
Yeah.
Promote it, and we can get this thing back. And the brakes are not bad. The brakes are nice now, but we know they could be better, especially with the water gates and different stuff like that. They could be better. Then you have some brakes, like you say, the ones in Texas that don't show. So if you getting a brake together and working on that, we can start, because Tyler used to have a brake, Feel Good used to have a brake up in Killeen. None of that's going on. I heard they used to have one closer to Dallas over there way back in the day, man.
And that's what I was trying to tell the guys that was whining and crying. Victoria is actually closer than all those places.
Right.
That's closer than Tyler. That's closer than Killeen. That's closer than Dallas.
Right.
I mean,
you come straight across by Houston over here on the south side.
That's it.
Versus going up north.
Yeah. Just straight down.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be looking forward to it. I'm coming because I like this route anyway. This is an easy drive, man. Good highway, 4-5 lane highway all the way through. Just about, you catch some 2 lane, you back to 3 lanes. So it's good highway, easy drive. And they had a guy, man, came to Killeen, Boxcar Willie out of Jersey over there. So it took him 20-some hours. Him and Crapshooter drove over there, and Small Driver met him there. And they came over there to key, man, because they wanted to, I was the hottest thing smoking at the time, and they was ready to check my chin, but just they didn't know I had my Bane helmet on that day. I was power to the people that day, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. Like, I wanted to go to, I think it was either Feel Good's break or whatever it was. I think it was only a 1-day break or something.
Yeah, it was multiple. He did it a couple of times.
I know the one this past time.
Okay. It's been a few years though. Yeah, it's been since he had it. Feel Good.
Maybe it wasn't Feel Good's in, but maybe it was one in Tyler. But there was one that was there, but it was only like a 1-day, and it was DC.
Oh, that's the one that was in Parish, Texas. Feel Good was over there helping them out.
And I tried to message them. I couldn't ever. And that was another thing. I couldn't ever get a hold of nobody, and I told them, I said, hey, do you got anything AC?
Yeah,
I still had the black truck. I said, I'll come up there and key AC just to
No, that was their first time. It was a small little break. That was their first time. It was more like a meet and greet turned to a break type deal.
Right.
And it wasn't big. So the last major big break that they was trying to throw was Feel Good, which he hadn't done it in a few years. But that'll be all good though. Man, appreciate you talking to me.
All right, people.
I'm gonna get ready to sign off. Y'all heard it for yourself, man. 955 is not new to the game. He didn't jump out and acting like he the big man. He been putting time in since he was a kid, and you heard it from him. And when I put the link on here, you guys go over to the YouTube link, hit the don't forget to hit the like and the share, and then share it in your groups, because and don't forget to do your subscribing, because once you subscribe, you get to see the rest of the videos. I'm going to try to get the Keydown guys, and then I'm going to get into some base station guys, but I want to get guys that have been around like Pitbull, Dr. McNasty, those guys that have been keying. I got White Cloud over in San Antonio, used to key a while, and we got guys that's still around that's not keying no more. So I want to get like the new guys that's keying, and then get the old guys that's keying, so we can make the comparison, and you get to hear it from them, how it was, what they went through, and how they felt about it. So I'm going to try to keep y'all informed, let you know what's up, and then you also get to keep up with me, because every now and then I'm going to sneak some little tidbits in there. I'm going to show y'all what you need to do. Like, I'm going to tell you what kind of wire you got to get, and I'm going to tell you how you got to twist it up with some aluminum foil and stuff like that. And that's I got aluminum foil in my hat. That's how I get that RF off the truck. I put aluminum foil on everything. That's why y'all can't beat me. King of the South, signing out.